Let's transition to the NFC, and let's talk about the 49ers as the 49ers beat the Cowboys 19-12. For the Cowboys, Prescott went 23 of 37. He threw for 206 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. CeeDee Lamb had a great performance. He had 10 receptions, 117 receiving yards. For the 49ers, Purdy went 19 of 29. He threw for 214 passing yards. And here is the 49ers after the game.
Going against the team and just watching them all week, we had a feeling it was going to be this type of game, and that's why we were stressing the run game on both sides and stressing to protect the ball and try to get turnovers, and we accomplished both of those things. And you do that stuff, you still got to make a number of plays, and I mean, you saw how many George made today, and it's tough to do those without the quarterback, so he made some big time plays too.
Just disappointed. As I said, I mean, guys that played their asses off defense, who gave us an opportunity to win this game, who played hard against a really, really good offense, a really good team. And for us to only put up the points that we did, that's unacceptable. And it starts with me, and I've got to be better. I mean, that's no other way to sugarcoat it.
That's pretty cool to see the clock at 0, and then you see like the Niners over the Cowboys. That's pretty sweet in the playoffs. So definitely, credit to the coaching staff and getting us right all week. Defense, offense, special teams, everyone just playing. It takes everybody, not just one person or a couple guys. It literally takes everybody. So I'm just so proud of the team. And playoff football is not easy. So to go and to pull off a win like that against a great team like Dallas, and now going to the NFC Championship, it means a lot to us. And for myself, when I take a step back, it's pretty cool. Very thankful.
That was the 49ers and the Cowboys in the immediate aftermath of the 49ers 19-12 win over the Dallas Cowboys Sunday evening in San Francisco. So my biggest takeaway from this game was it's one reason why the Dallas Cowboys lost this game. Because I look at what the Cowboys were able to do defensively. Defensively, I thought the Dallas Cowboys played sensational. Defensive coordinator Dan Quinn and his unit, they were sensational in this game. Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, he had an opportunity at an interception in this game. He dropped a potential interception that could have kept the 49ers out of the end zone. But I thought defensively, the Cowboys played great. Coming into this game and overall in the regular season, the 49ers, they were averaging 33 points per game. That's how great the 49ers offense is. This offense has Christian McCaffrey in the backfield, George Kittle at tight end. They got Brandon Ayuk at receiver. They got Deebo Samuel at receiver as well. And they got Kyle Shanahan, one of the best coaches and play callers in the NFL. And the Dallas Cowboys held that 49ers elite offense to under 20 points. They also were able to hold the 49ers to under 120 rushing yards for the game. And despite the 49ers dominating winning time of possession, 32-27, the Cowboys defense showed up. Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, DeMarcus Lawrence, Van Der Esch. They showed up in this game. The reason why the Dallas Cowboys lost this game, it was because of one man and one man only. Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, March 8th of 2021. Dak Prescott agreed to a new contract with the Dallas Cowboys. It was a 4-year, $160 million contract, including $126 million guaranteed. And in these type of games, you need your quarterback, who is your franchise quarterback, to elevate his game and play better than the opposing team's quarterback. We've seen the greats have moments in the playoffs. We've seen it from Aaron Rodgers. We've seen it from Brett Favre. We've seen it from Peyton Manning. We've seen it from Drew Brees. We've seen it from Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Who we haven't seen it from is Dak Prescott. The Dallas Cowboys defensively, they did everything they possibly could to help their team win this football game. And Dak Prescott couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He didn't even have to play great. He didn't even have to play good. He just didn't have to mess it up. And right on cue, right on schedule, Dak Prescott, Mr. $160 million man, could not get it done for the Dallas Cowboys once again in the postseason. The 2 interceptions were inexcusable. They were inexcusable. The one interception that he threw, the first interception he threw, it gave the 49ers the football inside the Cowboys' 20-yard line. That's 3 points right there. That was the first interception that he threw. The second interception that he threw was a terrible pass to CeeDee Lamb. It was a terrible throw. And Fred Warner intercepts the football, and the Cowboys were in a position to get points on that drive. That's 6 points right there. That's 6 points right there that the Cowboys could have had. But the other interception, the first one, gave the 49ers points, and the second interception cost the Cowboys an opportunity to score points. In a game like this, where it's hard to score touchdowns, you can't turn the football over. Brock Purdy in this game, he wasn't great. Brock Purdy goes 19 of 29, 214 passing yards. But guess what? Brock Purdy didn't turn the football over. He didn't turn the football over at all. Dak Prescott couldn't even play Brock Purdy when the Cowboys needed him the most. Couldn't even play Brock Purdy. Couldn't even play out him. Couldn't even outplay Brock Purdy. Like, at some point, the Dallas Cowboys, they have to come to the realization that we're never going to win a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott. And they have to get on the phone. They have to get on the phone and make a call for the elite quarterback. I look at the divisional round of the playoffs. I look at all the quarterbacks that were remaining. Eagles had Jalen Hurts. The 49ers, they had Brock Purdy, who has played very, very well since Jimmy Garoppolo went down with his injury. And then you look at the AFC. Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. It is a quarterback's league. And if you don't have a dude at the position, you're not going to compete for Super Bowls. Don't blame this loss on Mike McCarthy. I gotta come to the defense of my former coach that previously coached in Green Bay tonight. Don't blame Mike McCarthy for this loss. This loss was on Dak Prescott. It's the reason why the Cowboys gave him all that money 2 years ago. Don't blame this on Mike McCarthy. Don't blame this loss on Kellen Moore. Blame it on Dak Prescott. He's the reason why the Cowboys are going home and not advancing to their first conference championship since the 90s. It's Dak Prescott. Yes, Dak Prescott's better than Tony Romo, but that ain't saying much. That ain't saying much. Once the Cowboys lost Tony Pollard, the entire offense wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. He needs an elite rushing attack to be effective. Dak Prescott is not the type of quarterback who can put you on his shoulders and carry you in playoff games. That's not who he is. We have so much evidence that we've seen in previous years to show us this. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Dak Prescott is more closer to Kirk Cousins than he is of a Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert. We ain't even going to talk about Burrow, Mahomes, and Allen. He's more closer to a Kirk Cousins. It's who he is. I thought the Cowboys defensively played well enough to win this game. But overall, I got to give credit to the 49ers as well. I've been saying all season long that the 49ers have the most complete team in the NFC. I mean, defensively led by defensive coordinator DeMeco Ryans. They got Nick Bosa up front. They got Ari Armstead. At linebacker, they got Fred Warner. They got Greenlaw. And by the way, Prescott almost threw a pick six on a second-to-last possession from the Cowboys. He almost threw a pick six to Greenlaw. Go look at it. Greenlaw just dropped the potential game-sealing interception, and instead of being 19-12, the game would have been 26-12. But they got Greenlaw, they got Hufanga in the secondary. The 49ers are loaded defensively. And they are a force to be reckoned with. And this particular game, the 49ers didn't even play their best. I thought the 49ers left some plays out there on the field. They really, really did. I mean, statistically, Debo, 4 receptions, 45 receiving yards. George Kittle had that great catch where he tipped the ball up to himself 2 or 3 times, 5 receptions, 95 receiving yards. McCaffrey, 10 carries, 35 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. I didn't think the 49ers played their best football, and they still were able to beat Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. You look at the worst interception percentage in a single season, the last 5 seasons. Ryan Fitzpatrick for the Buccaneers, 2018, 4.9 percentage. Jameis Winston for the Buccaneers, 4.8 interception percentage in 2019. In 2019 as well, Baker Mayfield for the Browns had 3.9 interception percentage. Dak Prescott this year had 3.8 in worst interception percentage in a single season. It's the worst by a Cowboys quarterback since Tony Romo in the 2006 season. Now, you look at Dak Prescott next year and his remaining contract. Next year, his cap hit is $49.1 million. He's guaranteed $31 million next year. In 2024, his cap hit is $52.1 million. His guaranteed money is $0 in 2024. If I'm Stephen Jones, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm getting on the phone and I'm seriously considering trading Dak Prescott and seeing if I can get my hands on an elite quarterback. CeeDee Lamb was great in this game. 10 receptions, 117 receiving yards. He proved that he could be a number 1 receiver for the Cowboys. It was Dak Prescott who could not get the job done for the Cowboys. One more thing. This was after the game against the 49ers. This was on the Dallas Cowboys Twitter. Dak Prescott gave away the ball twice in the narrow loss to the 49ers. In a matchup, the Cowboys had a chance to win if they didn't, again, generate self-inflicted wounds. This was on the Dallas Cowboys Twitter page, a tweet from their Twitter. We know Jerry Jones gave the authorization for that tweet to be tweeted. We know it. There ain't no way in hell someone in the social media department tweeted that and the Dallas Cowboys social media department without the authorization from Jerry Jones. So even Jerry Jones is getting sick and tired of losing in the playoffs and not reaching the conference championship. Everybody go and follow Wise Guys on Twitter at WiseGuys_H. Also on Facebook, Wise Guys. And we should have followed Wise Guys at Instagram at These Guys Know Sports.